Okay. We're gonna give people just a couple of minutes to get here and then we'll get started. Everyone having a good day so far? Then you are having a good day if you've only been up 30 minutes. I was up till 1 a.m. and then back up at 7 a.m. How can we... I'll try to repeat the questions. I've got that and Yahoo chat open. I've got to make a layout for the videos so I could start adjusting where the chats are. I'll try to repeat questions though, A. Murray, as they happen. Well, thanks, Crypto Satori. For those of you all who weren't here yesterday, I did a video doing the straddle method, and it's on my YouTube channel. Feel free to watch it, ask questions. You can either ask questions in the comment section of YouTube or on Discord. So don't be shy. You're not going to ask anything that I haven't heard yet, and if I haven't heard of it, we can ask Sensei and he will tell us. So always ask questions. Tell you, like one of my teachers told me, the only stupid question is the one you don't ask. Alright, let's go ahead and get going. Today we're going to do the pivot charts and charting all of our pivots and 2xing and 3xing our way down. So first we'll go over the spreadsheet, and then I'll kind of show you how it works, and then we'll go through the OMG and set it up. And then I'll share a link to the spreadsheet at the end. Come on, zoom in. That's not zooming. Alright, so right here we have our pivot chart. This is basically 3 boxes, 3 rows that we're going to edit all the way down. What price we're going to buy at, how many positions, and what profit percentage we want. That's it. It'll tell us what price we need to sell to get that profit percentage, what our total spend for that one position is, our complete total spent for everything we've purchased for this coin so far. Then we have how many coins we should be buying. So then we have our total coins earned, our total positions, our buying fee, our taking fee, and our profit. So as we move down, if we're going to double up all the way down, so we start with one position, we're going to buy another one. That'll make our total positions 2 over here. For the next double down, we're going to buy 2, and that will take our positions to 4. So if you double down 10 lines, your total spent is going to be a half a Bitcoin. So you want to make sure, and you're thinking about how much can your actual budget handle for each coin if you needed to double down all the way down to get you back into the profit. Your first support line has to be a 0.5% at least. At a 0.5%, your profits is nothing. 0, zilch, no profits. So your minimum is a 0.5%, just because of the fees. Does this make sense? We're going to assume so and keep going. I normally try to shoot for at least 2% for the first 5 lines, and then 4% for those lines down from 6 to 10, just to help get my profits a little higher. So in these sheets, just come up here, change these to 2%, no, not 22. Get them all changed to 2. And we'll change these to 4. That it was 5. Alright. So now we have profits all the way down. Alright, so let's take a look at our OMG BTC so y'all can have an example. I normally put the coin I'm working on right here, because normally what I'll do is if I'm working on like 3 coins, I will copy this whole thing, all of it, and then paste it down below, and then that'll give me another coin I can work on. So you can have multiple coins you're working with at the same time. But you got to keep in mind what your total budget is. So let's go over here to OMG. I have it on a 4-hour chart, and we'll go to, I don't want to go like that. We'll go 6 months. Alright, horizontal lines, and we're just looking for the tips and tops and bottoms. So we'll put one there, put one there, put one there, put one right there. Let's see if we can go lower. Where's our bottoms at if we go lower? Put one right here too. The reason I put one here is doubling up. That's a little close together. If I put one right there, I mean, it's still not horrible, but it's pretty close. Actually, we'll go ahead and put one. My little line maker went away. Alright. There. 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 We'll go ahead and put those in there too. So then, now that I've got all of these, and we have our price right here, what we're going to do is, now that we know this, that this one down here at the bottom right, you can't even see it. We'll just move that up. So right here beside my head, these, we're going to input those over here on our spreadsheet. So let me go ahead and move this back. That way it matches. You can see the spreadsheet. Alright, so 17,095. And we just work our way up this line. Does that make sense? All we're going to do is add each one of these. 22,822. 3840. 3646.2. 41,669. 47,500. 55,15.2. 55,15.2. 83,36.7. 36.7. 111,410. 111,410. then our last one is 1376.36. I think that was it. Alright, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to wait for it to come back down to this line. This would be our buy line. We're going to buy one position. If it comes up, we will know that our sell position is at 14.0389. Let me make another line. We'll change it to red. I already forgot what the number was that quickly. 1400.389. Zoom these out a little bit. So if we buy here at 2% profit, we could take it here. We can always adjust our profit percentage and how much we want to make on our spreadsheet. Do you do a pivot? Okay, so Crypto Satori asked if I do a pivot for a coin I have a 50-50 stake in, so 50% the coin and 50% BTC based on my coin market allocation. So yes, you can. I try to keep them separate in my spreadsheets, so if I'm 50-50 in a coin, then I'm still going to buy one position, and I know how much, as I buy down the market, how many coins I should be buying and selling. So if I bought one position, this is how many coins I have. So when I start buying down the market for my pivot chart, then this is what the chart I'm going to follow. That way it still doesn't really mess with my straddle from yesterday. Does that make sense? Okay, then she asked, or he, I don't really know. What do you do if you buy in and then the price goes up instead of down? I sell if the price goes up, and then just wait for another point in the market to enter back in. Alright, so let's go back to the 50-50 and the straddle. Let's do this. So there's the pivot chart, straddle chart. We'll change the straddle to OMG. We'll take a look at our top is 30.90.43. 30.90.43. Alright, so if I'm using my straddle and I'm 50-50, then at, let's see, where are we at? 16. So I would be 60-40 at this point until it got, or 65-55 until it dropped down to this price right here. So I know how many coins I should have based on my budget. I'm going to have 45 positions in here. 45 positions of OMG. Then, if I'm going to do a pivot at the same time on the chart, then, because I'm watching this and I know that we're going to be bouncing around a whole lot. So I want to hop in some pivots in between. Then I will go over here, I will buy my one position when it hits my line. If it goes up to my sell point, I'm selling and I'm out. I profit a quick 1500 Satoshis and I'm good. If it goes down, good. I buy another position and wait. Because then when it hits my next sell price, I'll make 5200 Satoshis. And all I'm going to do is I'm only going to sell off this many coins, because I will have 160 coins ish because of my straddle, but I'm only going to sell off 1.62 coins out of my pivot trading. Does that help, Satoshi? Satori, wow. The best thing you can do is just keep track of everything. She's referring to the first entering a market. If you're just talking about pivot charts, you just take your first entry. Yeah, if you're talking about straddling, you would get your 45 positions, spread them out over hours, days, take your time getting them, because in the meantime the price could go up or down as you're working your way into the straddling market. So if you have your 45 on straddling and the price goes up, then in your straddling chart you will sell your 5 positions here. If you have one position here on your pivot chart and the price goes up to your selling point to make your 2% profit, then you sell your one position only. And the one position bought you 0.72. You can. You definitely can. I have some buddies that they've went all the way down to the 128 position and have that their sell price, and once it came up to there, they sold off 50% at that price, and then the market came back up to this price and they sold off another 50%. So they're still left with 25% of their coins left, and then it came up here and they sold the rest. So you can work your way back up and make more profit. So you can do it, but if you're only holding one position, sell your one position and go. It'll give you the one position. It doesn't make a whole lot of money, but it does start adding up. I mean, I've sold a whole bunch of coins just one position at a time. I enjoy it better when it goes down 5 lines. Once we start getting a little lower, it starts taking up a lot more budget. Yeah, the straddle definitely gives you more positions to work with, but it is a good setup and kind of working all the time. This is almost a day trading type of setup. So most of my pivot charts that I've done, it may take 48 hours at the most. I think I held on to Neo last week for 4 days just because it kept dropping, and then once it came up I did really well. I made it all the way down to the 4% mark. Dana Wolf, that is correct. You will never hear someone say that they got wrecked by taking profit. Profit is profit. I mean, 1,500 Satoshis adds up, especially when you can do it over and over, and you can start doing more and more coins. So there's some people that will only pivot with 4 coins, 2 coins, single coins. Then I have another buddy that runs the pivot charts on 122 coins. So he's got a huge budget though. Dana asked if I take profits as soon as I can. Yes, I do. As soon as I buy this position, so if I buy my first position and this is my selling price, I come over here to OMG and set up my sell and just have it sitting there. So if the market ever goes up to that price, boom, it auto sells and I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, they automate the 122 coins. So they do their first buy-in and set up, so they'll still chart it. They still chart everything. They know where they're going. They have their plan, and then they follow their plan. So they'll chart it, grab all of this data like I'm doing here, and then automate this whole thing. And Sensei's, I believe, is next week, is going to get into some automation that will definitely help you out. But I want y'all to know how to do it manually, because you need to learn. No, I manually typed them in because it won't let me copy and paste that data. All I'm doing is grabbing my lines from bottoms and tops, supports and resistance, as I go across. Yep, I just read it. 17,095, come over to here, 17,095. Yeah, that is the slow way. Sometimes the slow way is the best way. Oh, just so you know, these coins, the coin counts are as close as I can get, and the fees are as close as I can get. So they're a little bit off, but not much. I think the buyer fees total up to like 11.8 instead of 12.8. So your spreadsheet has you all sold out by the time you get back to your entry point. When I do pivots, as I'm buying down the market, so if I make it all the way down to 32, I'm buying 32 positions, gives me a total of 64 positions. I sell everything, the 154 coins that I've bought, at my selling price. I consider it a closed pivot, and I'm done and out. The fees are 0.25% on each buy and sell on Bittrex. Poloniex has a little bit different fee setup, but I set this one up for Bittrex because that's what I use. The buy fees take into account that you have now bought twice. Yeah, it takes the fees out of the total amount you spent. So if you're buying one position, that many coins, it's going to take the fees out of that. The pivot charts are actually the easier charts to do. This is how I started doing my first money that I made trading, was this spreadsheet right here. I just kept buying my way down until it came back up. Here's my crypto. Asked if my spreadsheet is set at a certain profit percent above your break-even line. You can change your profit percent right here. Yeah. Yeah, I take into account the buyer's fees. It's not going to make that much of a difference, but I try to keep them in mind, just because I don't want to come down here and make a 0.5% profit, because I will start losing money. And I got to be above a 0.5 here to even make money at all. So, because I believe these fees right here are supposed to be $249 instead of $250, according to my test. So let's buy one position, and I'll show you kind of what I mean. We have, so we're going to buy one position, 1376.36, 1376. I don't even think that was the right number, but 1376.36. I was close. My one position. Oh no, that's, see, I got it wrong right there. Copy that to there. Now we'll take my one position, 72. Yeah, I have extremely horrible short-term memory. My long-term is great. I'm gonna share the spreadsheet, Dana, because it took me a little bit to get it all correct. Heck, even before I started doing this, I was trying to figure out, get the profits working right. Yeah, because which one is it? Yeah, like some of these, it's a whole lot. So, because I'm taking into account everything that we've already purchased and prices and how many we have, and still dividing it out to where we should be buying and selling. So I don't even think I can pull that down. Oh, I can. Yeah, there's the whole formula for that one cell. Yeah. So if we come back over here, we're going to purchase at our purchase price. We'll hit buy, and right there's the fee amount, commission. So it pulls it from the actual price and quantity to get you up to that total position. So that's why it's pretty rough estimate numbers, but it's close enough to where you'll be fine. Following the chart, I have not lost on a sell as long as I follow my plan. As soon as I deviate from my plan, commissions is actually simple. F11 times 0.25% plus K10, so I'm adding the one up above it. No, Dana, I have not figured out who you are on Discord. Now you got me wondering though. Ah, there we go. Okay. Ah, that makes sense. DCW. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna share the chart, Crypto, if you want to try it and change it. I just know this works for me. Plus, if I overestimate a little bit on my fees, then I make even more profits. That's the only reason I really haven't tried to narrow it down a whole lot. I'd rather it be a little higher, and then I profit a little bit more. So yeah, that's really it for the pivoting. So if you're holding bags, yeah, if you're holding bags, go through, you can go down here at the bottom, see what you bought. This will have all your buy orders. Put your buy orders in and how many positions you bought into this chart, and then do your lines and buy them down. That is the best, most simplest way to do it. There's a lot of people holding bags right now from Gunbot and the market dumping yesterday. I have bought my way out of so many bags from Gunbot just doing this one strategy. It has saved me a whole lot. Yeah, Arbit was mentioning how many bags they had from Gunbot that they were holding. Actually, I don't know if it was from Gunbot, I don't remember. But this is the easiest way to get out of them. So I'm going to hop off of here. If y'all have any questions, post them in the boiler room, and I will do my best to answer anything I can for y'all. And I will share this in the boiler room right now. Y'all have a wonderful day. Ask questions. Don't be afraid. I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.